very good afternoon to you, and thanks for joining us on the news at 1. I am Marianne Vincent Oko. Now, the news can also be viewed on our social media platforms, currently showing on your screen. Like our page on our platforms to get updates of our news and programs. Be a patriotic citizen, as ignorance of the law is not an excuse for breaking it. It is the law. And now to the news in details. Across denominations, churches marked the first Sunday of the year with solemn and uplifting worship sessions. Chidinma Nwuke reports that members gathered in gratitude to thank God for the gift of life and to commit the new year into his hands.
Churches across Port Harcourt today marked the fourth Sunday service of the year with solemn and uplifting worship sessions. Members of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Royal Parish Zonal Headquarters, gathered to thank God for the gift of life and to commit the new year into his hands.
We should have a thankful heart. All the mercies that we can ever enjoy in this year can only come from him.
The service featured praise and worship, as well as prayers for divine guidance, peace, and prosperity in the year ahead.
He's making all things new. He's resetting our life. Let the old be gone and let the new begin. That's the message God has for us.
Giving privilege to see a brand new year gives you an opportunity to start again. For us to know that we are not here by accident. There is a blueprint that God has for everyone.
At the Canaan Dreams International Christian Center, Pastor David Abidoye, preaching from Isaiah chapter 43, verses 18 and 19, urged worshippers to reset their lives by trusting God and walk in obedience as the year begins.
We need to know more of God's presence, more of God's power, more of God's glory, more of God's wisdom, more of God's favor. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ.
At the Jesus Can Save Ministry, Apostle Victor Eklund admonished members to remain steadfast in their covenant with God.
As we are here, this is the beginning of the year. We have to enter a strong covenant with God for protection, for deliverance, for healing, for provision.
The atmosphere was filled with joy and thanksgiving as worshippers expressed hope and confidence in God's promises for the months ahead. The services ended with unique commitments and spiritual strength for the new year. In Port Harcourt, Chidinma Nwuke, NTA News.
The River State Executive Council has approved 1.85 trillion naira as 2026 appropriation bill to be considered by the State House of Assembly. Special Advisor to Governor Siminalayi Fubara on Economic Matters and Social Development, Professor Peter Mede, disclosed these to Government House correspondents in Port Harcourt. Kingsley Amajiri reports.
The appropriation bill titled Budget of Resilience for Growth and Development for the current fiscal year was approved following deliberations at the first Executive Council meeting of the year held at Executive Chambers of Government House Port Harcourt and presided over by Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Professor Mede says the approved figures reflect the developmental priorities of Governor Fubara's administration, with the main thrust of the proposed estimate for the year 2026 fashioned to enable the state government conclude ongoing projects and clear outstanding obligations in critical sectors.
The State Executive Council has graciously approved the aggregate sum for the provision of goods and services of River State for the year 2026 in the figure of 1,154,234,475 naira 76 kobo as the volume of the budget for 2026.
The priority priority sectors include infrastructure, healthcare, education, agriculture, human capital development, youth empowerment, culture, tourism, and information and communication technology. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Information and Communications, Dr. Ono Serawo, on his part said Governor Fubara's administration is determined to bridge lost grounds, which is the reason for the robust budget figure. He says the state government is conscious of putting the state where it needs to be in terms of development. Dr. Serawo said the government remains committed to effective fiscal discipline that will translate into value for money spending and improved well-being for the people of Rivers State. In Port Harcourt, Kingsley Amachiri, NTA News.
President Bola Tinubu directed the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, to prioritize the completion of all abandoned critical projects across the Niger Delta region. Following this directive, the Commission is embarking on inspection of some of the ongoing projects in River State. Jenibas reports that Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Alabo Boma Iyaye, led the team to some of the project sites.
Among the projects visited was the 1,500 seating capacity civic center in Ogubulo local government area and the 4.2-kilometer Noah Ogun Road construction. The community center, when completed, will serve as a meeting place for the people of Ogubulo to discuss pressing needs of the community. Inspecting the project, Executive Director of Finance and Administration, Alabo Boma Iyaye, expressed satisfaction on the level of work done, assuring that it will be completed on the 31st of January.
As part of our needs assessment during a tour of the community and the local government area, they requested that NDDC should build for them a community center, a hall, that when the entire local government is gathered for any activity or event, they should have somewhere that will contain a lot of them.
You've done about 80% of the job, and I'm assuring our client that in 2 weeks' time we are going to round up.
On the 4.2-kilometer Noah Ogun Road construction, the EDFA is optimistic that the road, when completed, will boost the economic development of the area, as well as link two local government areas to ease congestion.
And not only the people of Noah will benefit, even the people of Ogu. So you can see that it's a road that intersects between two local government areas. There are a lot of farms around there, so products will be taken easily out of this place to Port Harcourt and to the city center.
We've been able to stabilize, do soil stabilization and the rest on the road for people to be able to use this road. Then we have a spot. The spot, which is this. This is 1.4 kilometers. Virgin Road. This takes you to the NYC camp.
The people are hopeful that all the projects will be completed on record time. Jody Passy, NTA News.
A new king has emerged in the Pogo Kingdom, River State, following the passing of His Majesty King Dandisin Jaja. The new Amayanabo, His Majesty-elect King Charles Jaja, has also been formally presented and inducted into the Pogo Traditional Rulers Council as part of activities leading to his official inauguration. Usnachi Samuel, what are the induction and now access details?
The ancient Opowo Kingdom is observing a delicate balance of mourning and renewal, while the community continues to grieve over the loss of King Dandisin Jaja. There is visible acceptance and optimism with the emergence of a new Amayanabo. Amayanabo-elect Alabo Prince Charles Jaja was presented to the Opowo Traditional Rulers Council, a significant traditional right that also empowers him to preside over the funeral ceremonies of his predecessor. Traditional custodians of the kingdom say the Opobos too represent continuity, unity, and the sacred heritage handed down from the era of King Jaja of Opobo.
Before you become the Amayabo of Opobo, you have to first of all be the head of the King Jaja Volcano House, because that's where you move from to becoming the Amayam of Opobo. And
speaking shortly after his presentation, Honorable Charles Jaja, a lawyer by profession, paid glowing tribute to his late brother and king, describing him as a selfless leader who served Opobo with dignity and pledged to sustain his legacies.
He took Opobo to a level internationally recognized. I and the Alapo Council will maintain and expand from that foundation.
Community leaders and historians view the new reign as a reaffirmation of Opobo's enduring heritage.
And because it's a turning point in our history, that we were able to produce a monarch, a much younger person, a man born into the monarchy, because his grandfather and his fathers were all kings in this community.
The event is moving quickly. There is no rival, there is no bitterness. Everybody is happy to see him on the throne.
The emergence of a new Amayinabo renews the spirit of King Jaja's vision. A people determined to govern themselves, preserve their heritage, and remain steadfast and relevant in challenging times. From Opobo, Osinachi Samuel, NTA News.
Now the ancient city of Okoro Wobakili, on the occasion of the 243rd Convention of Obakili Cultural Organization Worldwide, received eminent sons and daughters from Ikwere extraction in Emoha local government area of River State in an effort to chart a new course for its association. Uchechukwu reports that the social organization founded in 1963 re-elected its national executives, led by the President General Eze Kotspa Onunkwa.
These prominent men from Ikwere nationality stood re-elected following the overwhelming support anchored on their leadership antecedents as national executives who have served for 2 years, a motion moved by Lucky Nweje and unanimously seconded by the 4 branches chairman that make up Ogbako Ikwere Cultural Organization Worldwide, stood forth for the oath of allegiance with the former Chief Judge of Rivers State Justice Peter administering the oath of office. In the acceptance remarks, the President General of the Social Cultural Organization, Eze Goskowa Onokwa, and the Secretary General, Eze Chris Akane, commemorating its 243rd convention, explained that their impact in office within 2 years, Ogbako Ikwere has been able to establish a revolving fund scheme, ensured that its remaining 24 plots of land at Ikwere is secured. Its committee office now has a befitting look with alternative source of power as well as sustaining peaceful coexistence among communities. Members of the planning committee and other stakeholders believe Ogbako Ikwere has been able to unite the people.
What you are seeing here today, by the grace of God, is not something that we say that people took time to plan. We won't have seen, what's happening here today. Than a peaceful community, a wonderful community, a community. You can come and sleep without no fear. You can come anytime from 6 till 3 o'clock midnight. Come. There is nobody disturbing you.
The Social Cultural Organization Worldwide also paid a courtesy call to the host community king, His Royal Highness in Port Harcourt, Uchechukwu Ogwe, NTA.
You're watching NT Port Harcourt News at 1. More reports will come to you after this time. Please stay with us.
A brand new sunrise is about to brighten your mornings. Wake up to Good Morning Port Harcourt, your fresh, vibrant and inspiring daily companion.
From the heart of the Garden City will bring you stories that matter.
From politics to news headlines, sports, entertainment, lifestyle, and community happenings.
And all the information you need to start your day. It's all coming your way from Mondays to Fridays, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Whether you're at home, at work, or on the move, make it a routine.
Only on NTA Channel 10, Port Harcourt.
So don't just wake up. Wake up with us. Good morning, Port Harcourt.
Your birthday is coming. And you're still thinking small? No hype, no crowd, no fun. It's time to level up with birthday bars. The biggest birthday show live on TV. Bring your cakes, snacks and drinks. We've got the vibe, we've got the crew, and friends for you. Get your birthday tickets now. Adult celebrants, 5,000 naira. Child celebrants, 3,000 naira. Well wishers and other attendees, 2,000 naira. Performances are games, shout out, and you on TV. Showing live every last Saturday of the month at 12 noon on NTA Port Harcourt. For sponsorship, adverts, or how to get your tickets, please call 080-370-695-16 or 080-330-91338. Birthday bars, it's your day. Let's make it loud.
Okay, you will love this one. Oh yeah, everyone. Oh yeah, everyone. Oh yeah, everyone.
Welcome back. A new year is not just a date change, but often an opportunity to make a fresh start, to reset, refocus, and rise early in January. Many people vow to ditch bad habits and push limits, aiming to become their best selves. Nkiro Jesse checked in with some Port Harcourt residents on their 2026 resolutions. Here is what she found out.
New Year resolutions are personal goals or commitments individuals set for themselves at the beginning of a new year, aiming to improve their lives in various areas. These goals may range from health and wellness to personal development, relationships, and finances. Respondents note that creating a resolution that is too elaborate may potentially lead to failure, so they recommend easier to achieve resolutions to encourage people not to procrastinate.
I'm sure everybody has resolutions, so for this year, I will not relent serving the Lord, because what is life without God? The life we live is given to us by God. I acknowledge and recognize that every year. So my prayer is that He gives me the grace to continue to serve Him and recognize Him as the one who keeps me alive every year.
When the new year approaches like this, every responsible individual have their respective visions, projects you want to achieve in the course of the year.
Others are of the view that to succeed in sticking to a New Year resolution, people should set realistic specific goals, create routines, be flexible, and track progress.
As a community leader, my resolution this year is to do my best to bring sanity to the society.
My first resolution for this year is that I will serve God like never before. Because it's just of the mercies of God that we are not consumed. I will serve God. I will try to live at peace with all men.
Observers say the most important thing is to remain positive and strive towards achieving objectives for the year. In Port Harcourt, Nkiru Onyejesi, NTA News.
And for trending news from the entertainment scene, let's join Jenny Bass.
Welcome to entertainment news. Renowned gospel minister and worship leader Nathaniel Bassey has returned with another deeply moving anthem of thanksgiving titled Jehovah. The song offers heartfelt gratitude to God. While Mercy Chinua, the extraordinary gospel singer and stage performer, has undeniably delivered an outstanding soundtrack titled When We Say a Thing. The record is crafted specifically for everyone to immerse themselves in and enjoy. Jenny Bassey for Entertainment News.
And that's it. But just before we go, a quick reminder that you can watch our news streaming live on our social media handles currently showing on your screen, like our page on Facebook to get updates of our news and programs. You can also watch all our news at NTA Port Harcourt and Star Times, channel 103. Also remember, tonight we shall be bringing you a regular 7 p.m. news at 6:30, and that's to enable us join the network studios at 7:04. Studio analysis of Nigeria's match tonight with Mozambique, which will kick off at 8 p.m. So please remember, 6:30 p.m. is our date for tonight. From me, thanks for watching.